What up, NFL lovers, and most importantly, my Fin fans? What it do, man? It's your boy Lonnie, and I am back. This was a long offseason. After what happened to us in the wild card round, playing with a backup against the Bills, I couldn't wait to get back to the NFL season, and it's finally here. I'm sorry I didn't get a reaction video for y'all today, but I actually went to the game, and it was one of the greatest games I've ever been to in my life. Like, all my money's worth. I couldn't complain, but I'm gonna go through a recap with y'all. We'll go over some stats. This was a crazy day. So what if I was to tell you two teams played? One team won time possession, one team won the turnover battle, one team was better on third down, and one team ran for more than 250 yards on the ground. Wouldn't you think that team won? You would think so if the other team's quarterback ain't throw for damn near 500 yards. And that's what Tua did for us today, man. I just want to start off by just saying Tua played his ass off. All this talk about him not being able to stay healthy and what does Tua want to do? Should he retire? He's like, no. I'm about to come in here and show y'all this is why I was drafted by the Dolphins ahead of Justin Herbert at number 5 overall. This is why they picked me. So I'm going to show y'all some stats real quick. Tua, 28 of 45, 466 yards, 3 touchdowns. He did have that one pick, just tossing it up to Braxton Berrios, hoping he'd make a play. Don't like the decision, just throwing a jump ball to a 5'10", 5'9" receiver, but he was feeling it and they had a connection. That didn't go through. He also had some snapping issues on that first drive with Connor Williams. It was shown in the preseason. It kind of reared his ugly head on the first drive, but after that, they kind of got it together. The run game, which Coach Mike McDaniel said he was going to pay more of an emphasis to this year, I mean, he didn't really do that. I mean, I think because everybody expected him to run. Mike is his own man, and he's seen something in the matchup with Brandon Staley, and the passing game was working, so he kept going. So the leading rusher today was Raheem Mostert. Devon Achane was a healthy scratch. He didn't even dress today, so that's something to look out for. Devon Ahmed, he's been killing it all camp, so I'm not surprised that he was the number 2 back. Eric Ezukama getting some burn. I love him in the Deebo Samuel role. Now to the cream of the crop. Tyreek fucking Hill. Nothing else to be said. He's the best receiver in football. I'm not a prisoner of the moment. He almost went over 2,000 yards last year. If Tua didn't get hurt, he would have been the leading receiver in the league. So Tyreek Hill, he's just amazing. What is it? 11 catches, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. The game-winning touchdown at the end. Tua drops an amazing dot of a throw in there. I'm gonna try to add that to this video. I'm gonna drop it tomorrow. Just amazing, man. Tua and Tyreek's chemistry was like none other today. Like this was some crazy game from Tua and Tyreek. They won this game for us because the other side of the ball, we're gonna get to the other side of the ball, but Big Fangio to be the highest paid assistant in the league. Maybe he was just trying to fill him out and see how his players work in the game, but that defense needs to get his shit together if we're gonna do anything this year. We're gonna go far at all, because that's not cutting it. Waddle, he had a modest game. 4 catches, 78 yards, 5 targets, caught 4 of his targets. Durham Smythe, 3 catches, 44 yards. I mean, that's Mike Gesicki wasn't giving us that, so good thing letting him go. Let Durham Smythe catch those 3 balls for 44 yards. Like I said, Tua dropped a snap. He threw a pick, but overall, he played a flawless game. On the other side, the defense. like I said, this Vic Fangio defense is going to have to get his shit together. He's going to have to figure out who he wants to play at safety next to Javon Holland. Is it going to be Deshaun Elliott? Is he going to sneak Brandon Jones? I didn't see Brandon Jones in there at all today. Ron McKinley, I didn't see him at all. So, I don't know, when they run down your throat for 200 and something yards, like I said, Austin Eckler had 16 carries, 117 yards and a touchdown. Joshua Kelly, Spalding, 16 carries, 91 yards and a touchdown. That's just not going to cut it. And I think that had something to do with Wilkins. He kind of was doing a hold in training camp. Like, he wasn't going through practices because he was working on his new contract. So he hasn't been practicing for the last, 3 weeks to a month of training camp into the preseason. So I think he was a little bit rusty in the middle, which opened up some of them run lanes. But that still is no excuse for David Long, our new free agent signing. He was terrible. Ended up getting benched in the game for Van Ginkel. Zach Sealer, although you did come up on the last drive where we needed you the most, I'll give you that. But other than that, I didn't see you all game. Fucking Bradley Chubb, I don't even know if you suited up. Where are you at? I didn't see him this whole game. Jalen Phillips, he had a couple sightings. You're always a half a second off. But that last drive, just like Zach Sealer, you put your big boy pants on and you took that last drive over. So we got the stop when we needed it, but this is just not going to cut it. Like, see the defensive stats. When your two safeties are your two leading tacklers, Javon Holland and Deshaun Elliott are leading your team with double-digit tackles, it's not going to cut it. So, like, the last drive, like I said, I'm going to try to add that in here, too, to show y'all how pivotal that last drive was. All game, we were getting it ran down our throat. We couldn't stop a nosebleed on the ground. Justin Herbert didn't even have a, crazy day. If I look at his stats, 23 of 33, 228 yards, 1 touchdown. From this world beater, Justin Herbert, the arm of God. He really didn't do shit. But why would you? You're running for 250 yards, so you don't have to do much. But when it was time to go out there and you couldn't rely on that run game because you had to go get 3. Don't even let me get to Jason Sanders, who missed the extra point that could have been a disaster, but it didn't happen. So when Herbert had to go down and get 3, he couldn't get it. This timely blitz by Vic Fangio. I'll give you this last drive. Like, the whole game can be erased because we won. And this last drive, I don't know what it was. He stopped the vanilla coverage. He started doing zone blitzes and bringing corners, bringing safeties. He forced Justin Herbert to throw an errant pass, end up getting called for intentional grounding. Then the next play, Zach Sealer busts through, gets a sack.
Second down and 20, back at the 24. Herbert to the air. Chubb. Oh, look at him. It's a party in the back. Christian Wilkins.
Back. Very next play, Jalen Phillips comes off the edge and double teams a sack, and then the game's over. That last drive is what I want to see this Vic Fangio defense do. I know he's filling his guys out. Jay Ramsey got hurt. He doesn't know who to put at safety. Linebackers are new, but we got to figure it out. We got bailed out by Tua and Tyreek, and that last drive is just what saved us. So, like I said, all in all, this was an amazing game, especially to be at. It was a nervous wreck, but when we got that last sack and then the clock went 0, it was just euphoria. I can't explain. That's why you love football, because I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. I'm going to love getting up watching Undisputed and First Take in the morning and First Things First. I can't wait to see what they say about my Dolphins. We already had enough hype, but with how Tua play, I just want him to get the respect he deserves, because everybody wants to say that he was a bust and we just automatically picked the wrong guy. Y'all missed out on Herbert, but this right here is what we saw in him. He just needs to be healthy, and he got his supporting cast, and we can really go far this year. So thank y'all for tuning in, man. Your boy Lonnie is back. I got y'all next week. I will be here. I got a new space, as you can see, but I'll be here still doing my fan reactions next week. We got a divisional game coming up, and it's time to go. I can't wait to see y'all. Enjoy me reacting to these year's games, and let's go, baby. Fins up.
I'ma snap like a whip. The Dolphins have recaptured the lead.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the Miami.